Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Hairy Muppet, and this is the fifth and final game of this semi-final series for the HomeStory Cup number 7. Down the bottom left side of the map, it is going to be TaeJa, and down the bottom right side of the map, it is going to be TLO. And these guys have just been going off. I mean, TaeJa, man, doing a really good job in the first two games. He did some awesome Triple M harass in the first game. And in the second game, TLO tried to do a very early push, trying to take TaeJa out, but TaeJa managed to hold off, managed to survive the bailing push by getting out some Hellions in the nick of time, and yeah, went to 2-0 wins ahead. But TLO, man, in the third and the fourth game, he has just gone absolutely economy macro crazy, and has just been doing so much good work, man. I mean, third game, he did a perfect Roach Hydra execution in terms of macro, and game 4 he did a perfect Ling Muta execution. And I don't know, man. I mean, TaeJa did really well in game 1 and 2, but TLO just doing everything perfect in game 3 and 4. He did the macro perfect, he did the army compositions perfect, he did the harassment perfect. So I don't know, man. I think the ball is well and truly in TLO's court. He knows how to win this game. He knows how to beat a Terran player in terms of the army composition, and it's going to be completely up to TaeJa to do something. And here we go. Early barracks before command center. Now, we saw this in game 3. He tried to do a bit of early pressure or something like that. He didn't try and do early pressure. He just went for a safer route with barracks and stuff like that, because he didn't want to get really fast attacked. But yes, right now he is going for early pressure. So we're going to see a Reaper coming straight out of him. He knows by now that TLO loves to go for the early hatchery, early hatch into pool sort of build. So he's going to send out the Reaper, and he's going to do some stuff. Now the thing is, if you time it correctly, by the time the Reaper gets here, then a couple of workers will get out here as well. And we know that TLO builds workers as soon as he gets the pool up. He mainly uses these for scouting purposes, but they're going to be just as good for defensive purposes. And he's not building a crap load of these guys, just building them out of one egg and mainly just workers. He's relying on his queens with the Reaper. He's going to get here a little bit earlier, start sniping some drones, and he's going to have to think about getting some guys down here. A couple of Lings going to be chasing this Reaper around, but yeah, it's not going to do too much. I think the Reaper should be alright. Should be able to take out a few workers. Yeah, he's under pressure though. These Lings are doing a really good job at chasing him, and they've bought enough time for the queens to get out, and that'll be the end of this harassment for the Reaper. You might be able to take out some Lings, but with the queens on the board, I'm not sure that you can really do much. You might be able to get in the main base, take this queen unawares, but not much other than that. He's doing a great job of keeping them alive, but while the queens are there, no, he's just not going to be able to do actual damage with the queens able to knock him off. But he is transitioning into a command center. He's getting a Reaper out, he's getting a Hellion out. He's not building a reactor or anything like that. He's just continuing to go for Reapers and Hellions and stuff like that. And yeah, doing some really good early pressure here. But I think TLO's fine. I think he's dealing with it. I think he's got the queens out that he needs to, and he's pushing away the Reapers, and I don't think it's going to be any different when the Hellions get here, because queens are able to counter both Reapers and Hellions. You might need to build a few more queens. I mean, he's got 3 out the front and 1 down here, so I think he's got enough queens. And these guys, I mean, what can they do? Maybe if he gets like 4 more Reapers, he can start to think about taking out queens, but it's just going to be not worth it so much. And yeah, meanwhile, these guys just... Meanwhile, TLO's just building stuff. And look at this, 41 versus 25. So, I mean, hats off to TaeJa for trying this early harassment, but it's just not working. And he's got to think about something else. He's got to think of some other idea to make this work, because right now, he's in line to lose this game. Right now, TLO is in his comfort zone. He's keeping these guys out. He's going for a massive number of links. He's got banelings, he's got speed coming out, and these guys are not even a threat. So they are going to run up. They might be able to do something. Only one queen able to defend them, so he's going to get a few worker kills here. But the links coming down should be enough to chase these guys away. They probably got like 3 or 4 drones, so nothing that TLO is going to lose any sleep over, I don't think. And yeah, the Reapers, two of them going down, the third one barely surviving. Just manages to kill it, and the Queen almost killing another Hellion as well. So yes, let's go back over to the Terran base, because we know that the Zerg base is doing extremely well. If you have a look at the economy, he's 10 workers behind. He's continuing to push up, but of course Zerg can get a crap load more very, very quickly if they want. He's actually got a macro hatch as well, so his economy hasn't been crazy enough already. He's going to go for a macro hatch as well. And we've got a Hellbat drop, and this is going to be interesting. There's already a Hellbat drop over there. Didn't even see this one being built, so great job there by TaeJa getting in there. Workers getting out nice and fast, so good job from him. And managing to save both of those guys, so yeah, really good. Meanwhile, crap load of banelings coming out, so he's going to bust in here. He's going to do all sorts of damage. 4 Hellbats coming in though, and they are going to do so much good stuff here. One of these medevacs very, very close to being taken out though, but 4 Hellbats in your drone line is not something they want. And they may even be able to take out those queens, maybe? No, probably not. But here we go, the banelings coming in here, doing all sorts of damage, with some Hellbats meeting them. And the Hellbats, yeah, they're going to be a little bit caught up, but as soon as they get into all these Zerglings, it's going to be fine. So it loses a few SCVs, but overall, some exceptional defense there from the Terran player. And he's just having Hellbats back at the base, man. Makes it so much easier to just deny links running in. So really, really great stuff there. The 10-minute mark, and our Zerg player, man, he has got a bit too caught up in that Ling harass, a bit too caught up in the Hellbat drops, and he needs to get an expansion ASAP, because this is exactly what happened in game 1, man. He did not get his 3rd expansion at the right time. He got it too late, and by then the TaeJa had the forces to go out there and deny it when he did put it down, and TLO just got completely sucked out of money after a while. He could not get his 3rd base down, and yeah, he's getting stuck in the same position right now. Why have you not built? He's built a 3rd, but you cannot mine off this 3rd, so he's in a lot of trouble. Sending out some links there, not able to do stuff, and this force, man, they're getting bit down, but with the Hellbats and the Marauders and stuff, they're going to kill a lot of stuff, and they may even be able to win the game at this point, because I don't know, man, sending Lings against Hellbats, never a good option, and the Marauders know exactly what to do with Queens. So yeah, really, I don't know, man, even expanding for the Zerg player may not have saved him at this point, because Hellbat Marauder, such a potent combination when going against Zerg. I'm not sure if anybody's ever tried this before. I'm guessing they have, but yeah, Bailey's taken out some of the Hellbats, man, and doing some really good job there, but the expansion just going down at the last second, and TLO is going to give the GG, man. Great job there. And yeah, I mean, what can we say here? First of all, TLO dropping the ball again, man, in terms of not getting that 3rd expansion. He was going for a crapload of Lings and Banelings there. Maybe that was an all-in of sorts for him. Maybe he wanted to, maybe he was hoping to just push in here and do some massive damage, but he should have learnt that lesson in game 2. Because he tried that in game 2, and even a lot earlier, TaeJa still managed to hold it off. So, yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't get the 3rd base. But all it comes down to is 3rd base or no, TLO did not have what he needed to deal with this Hellbat Marauder composition, which was just such an awesome composition, because Hellbats get owned by Queens, but Marauders own Queens, and I don't know, unless you start getting a crapload of Banelings or Roaches or something like that, you're going to have a lot of trouble fending off Hellbat Marauder. And I think that's what he needed to do. He needed to get some Banelings in there, to start taking out the Hellbats with Banelings, and then surround the Marauders with Lings. And he was starting to do that. You can see the Hellbats were almost all taken out, just this one left. But it was just too late. The hatchery went down, and yeah, TLO lost this game. And I gotta say, man, great job there by TaeJa. Through the good and the bad, he always comes out with the great unit compositions, and Hellbat Marauder is just another great unit composition, especially at this early mid-game sort of timing. And he made it work. He did such an awesome job with it. And yeah, congratulations to him. So TaeJa is going to be going on against Snoot in the grand final. And we're going to see an awesome series of TVZ games in the grand final. So the grand final is best of 7. So yeah, that is going to be completely off the hook. And we've also got a best of 5 for the third place, but that is going to be a ZVZ TLO versus Hyun. And I don't know. I think I might cast that after the grand final. Because yeah, it's sort of third place is sort of a consolation sort of match. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably cast that after the grand final, because you guys probably want to know who won the grand final a lot more than you want to know who won the third place match. And yeah, there we go. TaeJa, congratulations to you for winning this series of games, for coming back from that huge amount of momentum that TLO pulled out. I mean, it's not just winning 2 games in a row, but he did so good in those 2 games, man. He did such awesome play, and it's really hard to push back from that. But TaeJa showing how it needs to be done, and the couple of small mistakes that TLO made in this game, sending in, not getting his third as fast as he normally did, sending in a bailing bust into this bunker, I'm going to say is a mistake, because yeah, he didn't really do anything. And he knew that Hellbats were out on the field already. He already knew because they'd been dropped in his base. So going in for a bailing bust into a base where there are Hellbats is not that smart of an idea, because it's Lings versus Hellbats, and you know who's going to win that battle. So yeah, but there we go. And we will be going on to the grand final as soon as I cast them. And it is going to be TaeJa versus Snoot, and it's going to be completely awesome, and I will catch you guys there. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed these games.